Let me get started by introducing my guest today. He is Mr. Rick Rowan. He is the founder and CEO of the brand NuroKor, which is a brand that we have worked on together. Rick, thank you for being here with me today. And can you please describe in few words, what is NuroKor?
Thanks, Omar. Very pleased to be here. NuroKor is a bioelectronics company. So probably the easiest way to explain is we are like the electronic version of a pharmaceutical. Some industry pundits call it electroceuticals. We create and develop electric formulations for bioelectrical use or for biological use in the treatment of a number of both symptoms and ailments. Obviously, one of our primary ones would be pain relief, and some people may know that along the lines of the humble TENS machine, which uses nerve stimulation transcutaneously to have an effect on pain relief.
Rick, what were some of the challenges that you were facing before us working together, and what is it that you were trying to solve with our services?
So one of the difficult things that I've found throughout my business career, or professional career, is the ability to translate from what's in my head or what I can see visually. Something should look, sound, touch, and feel like as a brand, or and particularly obviously as a visual. So one of the challenges was I had very strong, as you probably recall, strong opinions or a very focused vision around what that brand should represent. And the challenge was to find someone who could translate that into the brand.
Right. And particularly in relation to this project, what made us really stand out from any other options out there? Like, why did you pick me?
So going through the process, obviously looking at some of your previous work, I was able to relate to it. I liked the style, the look and feel. Then when we spoke, you and I think spoke for quite some time, over an hour, just about how the brand fitted, and you seemed to understand, or through the questions you were asking, want to understand how the brand fitted, what it looked like, what it felt like, and ultimately what it was going to be and do, so that you could create a visual equivalent of that, particularly around our glyph and logo.
Right, and particularly with this project, it's very interesting because like your product itself, it is dealing with like a physical condition, but at the same time, we don't want to go into that kind of medical branding direction, right? Like we wanted to emphasize on something that brings on like a lifestyle aspect to what you're doing.
Although we work in the medical sphere, we're outside of that box, if you like. We don't fit into the medical box, which is, been challenging in its own right, but that's not who we wanted to be. What we wanted to be was a product and a brand of the people, but able to obviously give the benefits of that a medical or traditional medical type company would give. But it was a lifestyle choice rather than a medical one. The medical one was the upside.
Right. And so far, regarding the process of us working together, how did you find the process, and what did you enjoy the most about this process of us working together?
I'm sure I found the process a lot less painful than you did. No, look, it was a really enjoyable, straightforward process. I think the fact that the first iteration or round of iteration that you provided was, in the 80-90% mark, and it literally was a tweaking, but from the questions you asked, from the conversations we had, I think you got a good grasp of what we were trying to achieve, and it was very close to the mark early on, which for me was a huge relief, considering past experiences.
It's really a pleasure, and especially to me, like these type of projects is like I find it's purposeful and it has a meaning, especially that it helps people with a specific medical or a physical condition. So to me, that means a lot to me, and I love to be involved with these types of projects.
Yeah, I think when there is a real purpose behind a brand, that it actually makes the understanding the direction of that brand a lot easier, rather than just trying to create a product or a thing, that's going to sell well, look cool, or whatever it might be. When you're developing a brand around a vision or a purpose, I think that it has alignment, certainly a lot quicker, in my experience, than just trying to create a product, if you like.
And so far, regarding NuroKor, what have you been able to achieve with the brand so far? Where is NuroKor today?
So NuroKor today, a little over 12 months from startup. We distribute in 5 countries. So USA, UK, Norway, Australia, and New Zealand. We are currently in negotiations in 3 other countries. We've taken on a number of rounds of foundation investment to sell our technology. We are in the throes of developing the future technology being more around biosensor feedback, machine learning for optimization of the individuals, and whole range or host of tech that's going to just make what we already do so much more effective for a broader range of people. As well, having a powerful head brand such as NuroKor itself. Off that, we've had offshoots or subsidiary offshoots for different markets, i.e. the animal market. So we've got a derivative for the animal market, specific medical markets. We've taken a derivative of NuroKor and given it, just a sprinkle of the NuroKor flavor into those markets. But the next step is to start to develop brands within their own segments that are subsidiaries of the main brand.
Great. And so far, how are your customers engaging with the brand? What are they saying about it?
The brand and the product, of course, have been very effective in a very short period of time. So, what is really nice to see is that people are, becoming, I hate to use the cliche term, but becoming raving fans, of the brand. Most of our, matter of fact, they might be all, but the reviews across the globe are all 5-star. We have a money back guarantee, we're that confident around it. Of course, we can't help everyone, but those that we are, hopefully we're doing the right things, and that's why we are having these brands and ambassadors. As a matter of fact, I think we have around 27 global ambassadors at the moment and growing, simply because they've had either outstanding results or for the same reason they love the brand. So, we are very happy and proud of that. We're still hearing the words like life-changing or can't thank you enough. I mean, these things are very humbling. They're also quite a bit addictive, to be honest. But yeah, the customers are engaging. They're tagging us on social media. They're posting their usage of the product, the results that they're having. And, that in itself is generating quite a bit of groundswell and, spreading of the word, if you like. We've done very, very minimal paid marketing to this point, and that's probably the next step once we're 100% confident of the base that we've built.
Got it. Well, thank you so much for being with me here today. It has been a pleasure. And
thank you.
Yeah, if you have any final words, feel free to say them. If not, that's okay.
Look, Omar, I want to thank you for helping us create NuroKor as it is as a brand, obviously, particularly from the visual side. And I look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you so much, Ray.